Well, I'm 50. I'll start with my age because I think that's relevant to this conversation. I'm 53. I'm going to be 54 in a couple of months. And 2 years ago, we were blessed with our twins, Bennett and Arabella. It was a long journey for Bennett and Arabella. We had over 10 attempts of IVF, which was at times very painful. Leonie lost the ability to have children on the final time. We were pregnant with twins. Discovered she had cervical cancer, so it was a pretty tough time for us. I got a little depressed at that stage in my life. I'd only just lost my mum. It was a really tough gig, and I questioned whether children were for us. I've always wanted them, and they mean the world to me. And I questioned whether it was the right thing. We tried so hard, and Leonie had all the determination in the world, though. She was determined that we were going to be parents and she'd be a great mother and I'd be a great father. So we got on the adoption trail. Because of Leonie's cancer, that limited to us to a lot of different to a few countries. We could only be viable for adoption in China with their one-child policy. There was an opportunity that we might get a little girl from China. We were on that story for about 3 years when we discovered surrogacy in India. We looked all over the world for surrogacy, and it's available in a lot of different countries, but we found that the laws at the time made the entry back into Australia most streamlined through India, and that's basically because they recognise on the birth certificate the biological father and the determined mother. So that's on the birth certificate, which meant a lot to us. 7 attempts of surrogacy, a hell of a lot of money, all this process, and again, a hell of a lot of heartache as well. To fail at anything once is disappointing. To fail at something that means so much to you multiple times, it's really tough, and it is really tough. But on the 1st of June in 2012, there we were in Mumbai Hospital, and out came Arabella and Bennett in that order, actually. Arabella was a little crook. She had trouble breathing for the first 24 hours, so she was in an oxygen tent. Bennett screamed his lungs out, made up for all of it. And there we were. Nearly 2 years ago, we were finally parents. So after a long wait, and for people that sort of seemed to have everything they could possibly want, this was the most rewarding time of my life.